What's up, queerdos, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Helena Poison, and today we are going to be doing the makeup and talking about the look from episode 6, season 5 of Canada's Drag Race, the Alien Superstar runway. We're on set of our photo shoot right now. We have Ivory Towers shooting in the background. We did a little collab, and we're going to get into it. So stay tuned and keep watching. Okay. Oh my god. Okay, so for this look, I actually am gonna start with foundation, which I don't usually do. And I have the foundation I used here. It was the Kryolan Super Color Purple. I think it's like R27, it's just purple. But then I also got this new sunset makeup in purple that I bought to redo this look with because I wanted to try it. I'm gonna take some of this purple first, and I'm gonna put it over the parts where I want more coverage, like around where our beard cover is. And then I'm gonna take my beauty blender and blend that in a bit, just to give us some nice coverage over this area. Oh, and then let's try this sunset makeup. I didn't have too much success with the green for Time and Place, or the white on its own, but let's try this purple. It's a much brighter purple too, which I enjoy. So I'm gonna kind of do the outside of the face and a little bit of the middle with purple. Get everything kind of a purple base, and then we're gonna go in with some white, and I'll be right back. And we're purple. Okay, so now I'm gonna take some of the white Sunset Makeup Colorful Foundation and the other end of my sponge, and I'm gonna place that throughout the center. And I'm hoping that they'll kind of melt together and give me a nice highlighted purple middle. I love doing weird, bright colored skin tones because it's so much more interesting than doing my regular foundation. Okay. So this week our runway theme was Alien Superstar. We had a lot of different options of ways we could go when thinking about this look. Obviously there's the iconic Beyonce reference with the song Alien Superstar. And honestly, I thought more people were gonna kind of go that route, but I knew from the first moment I saw Alien Superstar as a prompt that this was my moment to go off. So I started to think like, okay, what kind of character do I want to create for this runway? I started to think of this meme of somebody dressed as the Xenomorph from Alien in a pink prom dress or a black prom dress, like walking up a set of like elegant stairs. Because I just thought immediately, like, what would it be like if like an alien from like one of these alien monsters were like real and they were just like acting in these alien movies and they were going to an award show to get an award. So I was like, fuck, what would an alien superstar actress wear to like an award show? So then I started thinking about glamorous aliens. So we've got some white down in the base here in the middle, and you'll see that just kind of already started to like shape our face a little bit. I want to actually mix some light purple, so I'm gonna take some white and I'm gonna take a little bit of purple, some together and create this nice like, it's like a lavender color. There we go. Just layering it a bit, and we're getting nice coverage here a little bit more. I'm gonna get it mostly with eyeshadow though, because it just, okay. I'm also gonna just go over my eyes with this while we're here, just to give them a base, and then we're all kind of purple. I feel like Tara in episode 2. Is this a family? I'm gonna actually send that to our group chat right now. Okay, now let's powder this, and then we'll get started on some eyes. I think that's what I did next. That's what we're gonna do next. All right, we have powdered down the face with some translucent powder. Now I'm gonna go in with things I wish I had with me on the show, but I didn't. I literally forgot this palette at home. The Juvia's Place, the Nubian Royal. It's like all purples. I've used it very well. But every time I do like a purple skin look, I always use this to contour with, and I didn't fucking bring it with me. So I don't even know how I made this happen on the show, but today we have this. So I'm gonna dip into this like really hot ultraviolet-y purple color on a brush here. And we're gonna use that to kind of like shape and shade and contour a little bit. And I'm not going as round with my contour. I want it to kind of do more of a like snatchy, gaunt kind of look. So back to the inspiration for this look. Okay, alien going to an award show gown. Let's put it together. And I started like thinking of like reference and inspiration. And while searching and like thinking about all of that, I was like, wait a minute. I just happen to have a best friend and drag mother and drag sister and drag daughter sometimes. My bestie, Ivory Towers. A million years ago, she won this competition called Queen of Halloween here in Toronto. And it was actually my first performance in the Village in Toronto, was that same competition. And I placed third and she won, which was really cool. When it came to the next year, she was stepping down as the Queen of Halloween to crown the new girl. I approached her and was like, hey, we weren't like friends yet. We were just kind of like knew who each other were, and like, I mean, I've always been an Ivory fan, but like we hadn't like formed a friendship yet. But I messaged her and I was like, hey, I really want to help you put together your step down look for Queen of Halloween. I was like, let's do some cool like prosthetic stuff, like let's make it weird and like just gag everybody. Because Ivory liked to do prosthetics and like weird shit too, so she was kind of really the only girl that was like established in our scene that like did stuff like that before me. So let's put our heads together and create something sickening. So at first I wanted to do like a Pinhead Hellraiser look on her, but then she sent me this photo of like, I think it was like from a special effects magazine or something like that, and it was this pale ram-horned demon thing. And she's like, let's do something like this, like more of like an alien thing. And then I was like, okay, so I just started working on the makeup part of it. And then when it came time to actually put the look together, I had made face prosthetics, a sculpted bald cap. I went over and I did her makeup and I applied everything, and it was all very like H.R. Giger kind of inspired in the like, which this makeup is as well. And then she bought this like beautiful embroidered pale silver gray ball gown on the internet to wear with it, and it came literally like the afternoon we were getting ready for it. It came just in time. So she wore this beautiful ball gown. I made her up into this pale gray alien. I'll insert photos here. And that was 10 or 11 years ago, and people still talk about it as one of the craziest, coolest looks they've ever seen to this day. So skip forward 10 years to me planning my package for Drag Race with the theme Alien Superstar. I think, oh my god, that is the perfect look. I should do my, like, a look inspired by that, like my homage to that look, because it was so many things. Not only is it like a super proud moment of me as a creative person, but it was also the start of Ivory and I's friendship and little like partnership duo group that we've had going on for the past however many years. And that's honestly like my favorite part about doing drag, is the connections that I've made with other performers and the friends that I've made through doing it. I don't think I'd still be doing all of this if I didn't have those people in my life. So I thought this was the perfect time to shed some love and share the spotlight with my drag mother, Miss Ivory Towers, who, if you're not following already, you need to go follow. She's probably going to be in the end of this video. But yeah, so I reached out to her and messaged her and made sure it was okay if I did that, and she was like, yeah. I designed my whole look kind of inspired by, oh sorry, I dumped into the NYX Buttermilk blush in all the butter, the bright purple one, which I did not buy for this look. I bought just because to wear normally because I like purple. Anyways, so I went with my silhouette of, her dress was kind of like a mermaid shape, so I also wanted a mermaid shape. There was lots of like tulle at the bottom and had lots of like beaded and stoned like floral embroidery on it. So I wanted to incorporate all of those elements into my look, as well as the sculpted bald cap with the kind of like tentacly horns, and then like do the makeup similar to the way I did her face prosthetics when we did the look. So that's kind of where I started from, and then started pulling in my other inspirations that I love as well. This look is also inspired by one of the intergalactic Barbies that I saw at a Barbie exhibition in Montreal a few years ago, and I've been like obsessed with it ever since. That's where my like the little like rib cage moment and the little flared corset comes from. Made the whole headpiece and the wig myself. A lot of this look is actually repurposed from my Halloween costume a few years ago. I did like a sexy Ivan ooze, and it was the Halloween right before Drag Race. So when I got that prompt, I was like, I literally just did a purple alien look. So I reused so much of that and just like switched everything out to be more this look. I added the horny nipples and shoulders. They're little latex prosthetic horns that I made, and I attached them to the Nude Illusion skin suit underneath and rhinestoned it. I made the skeleton ribcage thingy out of foam, tin foil, hot glue, and some like foam clay, and then I spray painted and stoned it. The corset is another one from Artifice Clothing here in Toronto. The dress was haphazardly patterned and sewn together by my incredible small team of homosexuals who helped keep me together and put all this together. This was another one that was like pretty much done by me head to toe. And yeah, I'm really happy with how it turned out. Okay, so we've contoured a little bit here. Let's go in with some super white powder and just throw down some powder highlight to bake with. And then it looks like I'm doing cocaine. I'm literally tapping this out in a line on my table. Okay, wait, I got these. Aren't they so cute? Because I always use triangle powder puffs, right? So I got some new ones, but like, focus on the rhinestones. Look at their little rhinestones on the little band. So I can be like super gay. Don't we love? Okay, powder puff, not cocaine, super white. Some carving and some baking. We go into the eye. Oh, and again, my nails. My nails were reused. I don't even think she knows I used them, but my nails on the gloves from this were also reused from my Halloween costume, and were also made by the incomparable Funeral Face Nails. So she made those to match my Ivan Ooze costume, and I reused them for this runway because they already matched everything. Okay, now we're gonna do some eyes. I'm gonna do one, and then we'll come back and I'll show you how I did it. Okay, so we've got the shadow done for one eye, so I'm gonna show you how I did that. So I started out with products I didn't have on the show, but I wish I did. The Play Pigment from Trixie Cosmetics. We're gonna go in with Gamer, which is the bluey or purple. So I'm gonna go in and I'm kind of starting on the inner corner, creating that little like shadow here, going up into our socket, and then on the outside, create a little wing, fill that in, take a little brush and blend that out while it's still wet. That, and then under the eye, kind of where we started the wing, I'm just gonna go straight down, not following my lash line, but just kind of going straight down and kind of almost into like where the under eye bag would start. Pull that down and out, not that far. And I'm kind of creating these little dots under the eye and then dragging them down. And this is gonna look weird right now, but once we start getting into the drawing and shading part, it'll kind of make more sense what we're going for here. This is just the beginning stages. So kind of like that. Very quick, very easy, very messy. And we're gonna go into my Norvina palette and we're gonna play in this bright purple C5, the black E5, and the light lavender pinky color C1. Fluffy tapered brush here, and I'm gonna go into C5 and we're gonna go over everything we just did with that Play Pigment color. I'm gonna kind of diffuse the edges, and the reason I put the Play Pigment down first is because it's a bit of a cooler, deeper tone than this purple eyeshadow, and it's also still a little bit tackier than just my skin. So it grabs this purple, and then as I blend it up and over that harsher line, it diffuses it out and does all of my kind of shading for me. Do the same on the outside here, over these little eyes, like that. Now I'm gonna take a little tapered brush. I'm gonna take the black, I'm just gonna press that in this outer corner V here. Just kind of stay inside that purple hazy wing that we've created, just to start to give it shadow. Same with the inner corner in here. Bounce back and forth between your fluffy purple brush too, to help get a nice blend on that black, like so. And then I'm gonna take my little brush again and some black, and then right at the like closest part to the eye, I'm gonna tap a little black into there. You'll see that it starts to kind of look like this. The goal is to kind of make them look like these like little cavernous like depressions into the skin, and then the light parts will look like raised up, and it'll look like kind of like almost like the White Walkers kind of. I've never watched Game of Thrones, but like I love the makeup and like that kind of like kind of moment, you know? But anyways, I'm now gonna take the white Play Pigment, player one? I don't remember. The sticker fell off. And I'm gonna cut my crease, my lid out with this. Kind of the standard drag Helena eyelid. Nothing too crazy. That lid. Make sure then I'm gonna tap that in. And then we're gonna go in with that light lavender color and a little bit of white and just set that eye with purple. There we go. And then we'll leave the eyes there for right now and we'll add glitter and eyeliner stuff at the end. But right now I wanna go in and start working on the contouring details of the face. So basically the way I did that was kind of same way I did the lines around my eyes. So I think we're gonna just stay in that realm. So I'm gonna go back in with Gamer. And I also have, which is a little bit of Game Over, the black, and I might mix them together. So for these, I want to kind of create little semicircles just underneath my cheekbone in the contour of my cheek. Not super far apart. And see, we're just kind of following that contour line down. So yeah, they're just kind of like little semicircle blobs. And then actually, I might just use my finger because I feel like that'll work better. I'm gonna take my finger and we're just gonna shear it down a little bit. I think they can higher. There, that, and then we're gonna repeat the same process that we did on the eyes, but just on the face. So bright purple, like that, and then with our smaller brush and the black, go into the hollows. I'm kind of concentrating it at the top where we made the blob, and then just flicking it down to create a little shadow. So we're gonna do the same kind of pattern on the jawline, so I'm gonna do this on everywhere. I'm going in with my black pen eyeliner now, and I'm going in and outlining all of these things to make them nice and crisp. So you can see here I've just gone along and kind of like outlining around the tops of all of these little things to make them look a bit more cartoony and add to the depth. So I'm gonna go ahead and do this all over. I also might do a little bit of shading. I like to shade with these. So I'll take it and do a little bit of like, almost like some little flicks, like some little hatching shading, cross-hatching moment, just to help bump up the shade there. And see how they're starting, especially on camera, they're starting to look really depressed into my skin. That's what we're gonna do with this. So I'm gonna go in and do all of the eyeliner and stuff like that. And then we'll go in and do some highlighting. Okay, so I've already started with the highlighting. I'm going in first with, what is this one called? Lavender Days, the e.l.f. H2O liners. And it's their little lavender color. And I'm highlighting with this first. So I'm going, now with the black eyeliner we went inside the shadow. This one we're going just outside the shadow. I'm using the purple. I didn't have this there, but I'm using it because I think it'll be a little less stark, and then we'll use the white more for the highlights we want to be stark. You just see it kind of like pops every little bit. That. Now I think on the lid, we did glitter on the show, so I want to do some glitter. Kind of look like a cat right now. Okay, so we're gonna take some of this purple glitter and some of this silver glitter from Vanny Cosmetics on my finger. Just press it on. Yeah, I think we're actually gonna just use the purple. It's coming up the way I want. Brush in there. Glitter on one eyelid. All right, glitter eyelids. Okay, now let's do some lips. I believe I did black lips with purple shimmer in the middle. So let's do that. So we're gonna take our black play pigment from Trixie and just draw in some lips. I'm not focusing too much on the shape right now because we're gonna clean it up with the eyeliner at the end. And then for shimmer, DDG from the Alyssa Edwards palette, this shiny, sparkly purple color. I'm just picking that up on my finger. And we have a lip like that. Then we're gonna go around the outside with our pen eyeliner. Done that there. And then we'll go around the outside of our lips with that light purple eyeliner again. It's coming together. Now I'm gonna go into the Kimchi highlighter. The Kimchi Cosmetics in Pearl Gone Wild Hope. The like bluey kind of purpley one. We use that as our highlighter. Gross and shimmery. I like to call this shade Alien Come. Yeah. Oh yeah. Huge fucking zit right where I put my highlighter. Usually don't do the chin, but just like that. Okay, now I'm gonna go in with our white eyeliner. And I'm gonna do all of my regular little Helena Poisonisms. Also doing just some like little white dots and things like that too, just to add little detail. Pro tip, if you ever have a giant zit on your face in an unhideable spot, that's why I do these little things. Or you can also just make it into a little mole. It'll become a little catchlight. I wanna be even. That looks fine, better. And that's why I think we'll leave it. We have to do some lashes and contacts. and the headpiece and attach that. But right now, Ivory Towers is here, and we're getting ready for the photo shoot for this look, and we're gonna be shooting it together. I'm recreating her look that I did for her 10 years ago, that this look was inspired by, so I'm gonna go get Ivory. Oh my god, look who it is!
Hey, it's me, Ivory T.
Ivory T is here!
It's me.
So, I talked to you about in the first part of this video how Ivory was the inspiration for this look, so we're doing the photo shoot for that look today, which you'll hopefully see or be seeing soon. And I was like, let's do a mother-daughter photo shoot.
I am the blueprint after all.
The blueprint!
Mama,
well today
you're the purple print.
I'm gonna be the purple print, and you're gonna be the...
Gray print?
Gray print?
I mean, that sounds like something that you look at, you know, during sweat. What am I trying to say?
I don't know.
Sweatpants season, the gray print.
Oh, the gray print.
The gray print.
Oh,
the sweatpant gray print.
Straight boys never start wearing underwear. Okay.
Unless you're ugly. Great.
Oh my god, this is so fun. We haven't done this look in 10 years.
I can't believe it.
That day was so funny. I still remember that day so much. Because I remember you ordered the gown online and you didn't think it was going to get here in time.
Literally, what, the day before?
It was the day of, because I came over to your house around I think 4 p.m. to start doing makeup. You were like, wait downstairs. My package just arrived. We need to go get it. It's my gown for tonight. And we're like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
And then we went and picked it up and it was in that tiny little bag like this. They had vacuum sealed it into a tiny little Ziploc bag, and because it came from AliExpress.
Whoa. It was one of those Facebook ads.
So why am I doing your forehead? We're putting a prosthetic over that.
I don't know. But it was one of those Facebook ads I didn't think were going to show up.
Oh, that's even worse.
I don't think AliExpress was around back then.
Yeah, it was. See, this is how you criticize your friends in a nice way. Because Ivory, for as long as we were working together, would wear... You're a big fan of, a long sleeve.
Yeah.
And you're a big fan of a high neck.
Yeah.
But you would wear your, Boobs for Queens silicone breastplate underneath these fucking catsuits.
Yeah.
Underneath your body shaper. So it would just, squish them down, and then it, adds so much more heat.
Oh, yeah.
And, it's
so
not
gross.
good for, their lasting power either, because you're just, putting all this extra, squish on them for no reason. And I was like, girl, she's, outside on the patio performing during COVID in, 30-degree weather, Celsius, and... I always forget that. With a silicone breastplate, basically a silicone chest binder underneath.
You want to see what mold looks like?
Yeah. But the thing is, too, is because they're silicone and they're, soft, so they, jiggle and look real when they're out, it's when you put the spandex over it squishes them down, too, so it gave you, this pancake
a muscly peck.
Yeah, it was giving,
You heard of Orville peck.
It was giving Trisha Paytas when she does drag and binds her breast implants down.
Yeah, I was learning how to buy.
So anyways, for Christmas or your birthday, or maybe just because...
I think just because you're
I was ordering boobs for me
yeah.
from this site that we order from on Etsy, and I just got you a pair of boobs and gave you to them. I was like, please,
and they're the
stop
best.
wearing your breastplate underneath.
Because I've been
your cat
wanting to do that forever, but I need someone to give me a product. I can't just shop around. I need someone to be I use these are really good, try it. And then you gave them to me and I was like, I'm never going back.
I love doing that.
I haven't worn that titty bib in forever. Well, because there's mold on it, but
well, that part.
Asbestos.
But
it's not the smartest career, but
I mean, you can make drag into a legitimate career, but for a lot of people,
some of us can.
For a lot of people, it's a paid hobby.
Hi, I'm the paid hobby.
It's me. Hi,
it's me.
I'm the paid hobby.
It's me.
No, I wouldn't say paid hobby. I would say for most people, it's a part-time job or a get-by full-time job. No one really
That's me.
makes veneer money on.
No, I'm definitely eating peanut butter sandwiches every day.
Doing drag,
no.
Because I don't even think Drag Race girls that have tons of money that didn't come from them performing in drag.
No.
Like Trixie Mattel's money comes from maybe a lot from the toury things, but she also owns a cosmetics company. She owns property. She has other business. She's diversified her income.
Yeah.
But using like herself as the billboard kind of thing, which I think is how you get to that level doing drag. But like there are people who do it performing. It's just
that's what I'm doing, but I have a job interview tomorrow.
Do you? Where?
It's like not even like, I don't know, it's so weird. I don't, because I haven't applied for a job in years. Like how you
I know you were
for
wanting to,
so
but you were worried about like having a huge gap in your resume or whatever.
Yeah, so this is just like, it's called the Cactus Club. It's like on King or something.
Oh, restaurant?
Yeah. But it's like a
we went to a Cactus Club in...
front desk thing? I don't know.
We went to a Cactus Club in Vancouver for dinner.
Maybe. It's a really big thing.
And they were like, it was Tiffany that brought me there. They were like, oh my god, do you have Cactus Club in Toronto? I was like, I think so, but like...
Yeah.
It's not like a restaurant I would probably like...
I would.
I mean, I would after going there. It was delicious, but...
No, I've never been there before.
But, like, I wouldn't, like, be like, oh, you know where we should go? Travel all the way out to fucking King Street to go to the Cactus Club.
Cactus Club.
I was like, no. But
just like,
have shittier Cactus Club and go to Boston Pizza down the street.
But applying for jobs now is so weird. Like, on Indeed, like, I applied for, like, a barista job, but they made you take, like, a personality test and, like, a situational test. Ooh. And it was, like, 30 pages long. And I was like, this is for a barista position? Like, this is crazy. And then for Cactus Club, they're like, hey, like, we reviewed your thing. We want to have you move forward. So just take this video interview. And it's like a pre-recorded thing that you have to do. It's so strange. I was like, what happened to the days where I just go in and meet you and you'd hire me?
I mean, there are still jobs like that, but Cactus Club is a franchised restaurant, so they probably have like a whole streamlined thing.
I'm triggered from Drag Race, but like, we want you to make a 2-minute video and send it to us. I'm like, oh god.
Just send them one of your Drag Race auditions.
Yeah, and I'll just bleep out.
Okay. Oh, look at our finished looks. We're just aliens.
Ooh, alien superstars.
Alien superstars. Alien porn stars.
Ooh, the new cock destroyers.
Yes, so if you don't know already, this is my mother, Ivory Towers. Please go and follow her everywhere on the internet at
_Ivory Towers.
On Instagram, TikTok, Twitter. Are you on Blue Sky?
Blue Sky, Bumble.
Bumble. Find her on Bumble. Find her on Sniffies.
Yes.
Unless you're another drag queen. We have trauma.
Yeah. But thanks for having me, girl.
Oh my god, thanks for doing this. Yay!
Like mother, like daughter.
Oh my gosh. Stay tuned for more.